Hi friends, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well. My name is Sanju and welcome to my channel English with Sanju. And I continue with the reading of Jane Eyre and we are at chapter number 15, My New Friends, and I am at page 53. I request you to watch the full video. I began to worry about my future. One day, St. John said, "I have found something for you, but you may not like the idea very much. I began a school for the boys of the village about a year ago, and now I want to do the same for the girls. I found a building for the school and a house for the teacher. It won't be a grand school. The girls will be all from the village, and you will teach them only reading, writing, and needlework. But it will be useful work. Do you think you can do it? More important, do you want to do it?" "Yes, Mr. Rivers," I replied. "I shall be very glad to do it." And I meant what I said. My life would be quiet and useful. Perhaps if I worked very hard, I would be able to forget the past. St. John seemed surprised because I had agreed so quickly. At the same time, he was pleased that I had agreed, and he smiled warmly. On the last day of the holiday, a letter arrived for St. John. He opened it and read it. Then, without a word, he gave it to Diana and Marie to read. "St. John is dead," Diana cried when she had finished the letter. "Yes, St. John. And he has left all his money to someone else." The three of them looked a little sad. "Well, we can live without his help," Mary said quietly. "We have lived without it up to now." St. John left the room then, and Diana turned to me. "Please don't think that we are unkind, Jane," she said. "We have never known Uncle John. He was my mother's brother, and he and my father quarreled many, many years ago. My father lost all the money because of Uncle John. Later in his life, Uncle John became a rich man." I hope the video was useful for you. My father hoped that he would help us when he died. He had no children of his own, but he had left all his money to someone else. Of course, he was free to give his money to as and whom he wished. But we had hoped. She stopped and said no more. And so at last I had a home of my own. It was a very small house, but at least it was mine. I had 20 girls on my first day of school. None of them could write, only 3 of them could read. I knew that the work was not going to be easy. I cannot say that I was very happy during those first months at Morton. I could not forget Mr. Rochester. I repeated again and again that I had done right. I could not live with Mr. Rochester while his first wife still lived. Slowly, my work at the school began to have results. A number of girls began to take lessons, and they did well, and I was glad. I began to teach some of the older girls drawing and a little bit of French. Their families were very happy. St. John Rivers came to the school twice a week to teach, and sometimes he visited my little house. One evening in November, he came to see me at home. I was painting a picture at a time, and he looked carefully at my work before he sat down. He stayed for about half an hour, and then he stood up to leave. As he walked past my drawing, he stopped and looked at it again. The next day there was a cold wind, and snow was very deep. It was quite late when I heard a knock at the door. I opened the door, and there was St. John. Last night I discovered something strange," he said. "I have returned tonight so that you can explain it to me." Okay, so today we have done 2 pages, pages 53 and 54, and you might have got the hang of the story. And I'm sure you will have something to comment and give feedback for. So please comment me your feedback. It's very valuable for me. And share it with every person you subscribe, and ask all your friends to subscribe. Bye.